Nope. 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 Ah, now that's better.
Well, this just in. Good grief, man. I'm telling you, Barack Obama just confirmed. The White House just confirmed that Obama just approved arming the Al-Qaeda Syrian rebels in Syria. The rebels that have launched attacks against the official government over there. Not that we're big fans of Assad, but still. Imagine if people in the U.S. Launched armed attacks against the American government. How do you think Barack Obama would put up with that? Barack Obama would go Assad on the rebels in the United States if there was an armed rebellion against the White House. That would happen, folks. And yet, Barack Obama is full of righteous indignation that Bashar Assad is defending himself against terrorists in his own country. And yet, if Barack Obama had been faced with the same decision, he would do the exact same thing that Bashar Assad is doing. Don't kid yourselves. Barack Obama would use the military on his own people if they did the same thing. If an armed militia did the same thing against the White House that the rebels in Syria are doing to Assad's regime, to the Barack Obama regime, if that happened in the United States, Obama would do the same thing. He would defend himself. He would. Don't kid yourselves. So now Barack Obama, he's covered in scandals. Covered in scandals. And now, just now, the U.S. confirms Syrian government used chemical weapons. Red line's been crossed, folks. The distraction begins. U.S. confirms Syrian government used chemical weapons. Determination means Assad regime crossed the red line drawn by dictator Obama. And now it's on, folks. It's just on now. Obama has just authorized U.S. weapons to Syrian rebels for the first time. That is happening, folks. That is happening. And you guys know that Russia is arming Syria. They're arming the Syrian government. So this will be a proxy war between the United States, Russia, and who else has their mitts in the game there? Who else has their glove in the game? Iran's got their glove in the game. So this will be folks, this is World War III we're talking about here. President Barack Obama has authorized sending U.S. weapons to Syrian rebels for the first time, a U.S. official said on Thursday, after the White House said it has proof the Syrian government had used chemical weapons against opposition forces fighting to overthrow President Bashar al-Assad. Glenn Beck is in New York City today. He's looking for some people to stand up against the oppressive Obama regime. The U.S. decision came as Assad's surging forces and their Lebanese Hezbollah allies, the terrorists. So Assad has been joined by the Hezbollah terrorist group, and they're fighting against the Syrian rebels, which is essentially a bunch of terrorists backed by Al-Qaeda. I mean, that's what we got going on over there, folks. The Western world has no business being over there. We have no business there. They need to just sort that out. And If they cross the border into Israel, then Israel needs to deal with it. That's the only involvement the West should have to have over there. Obama and his cronies should not be arming Al-Qaeda over there in Syria to help overthrow the official government of Syria. That should not be happening, folks. I want you to know that. I don't know what you're believing in the mainstream media or in the liberal media about all of the atrocities being done against the Syrian people. These Syrian people, the rebels, they are terrorists. They are. That's what's happening. They are slaughtering innocent people themselves. The Syrian rebels, they are not guiltless in this, folks. You guys have to realize this. But back to the home front here. It looks like Barack Obama is going to be taking some of the heat off himself by launching yet another war. You know, the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, they want their prize back. Because, back in 2009, Barack Obama, he received the Nobel Peace Prize and the $1 million that goes with it. Because on the promise, he made a covenant with the world, folks. He made a covenant with the world to bring peace to the world. In fact, Obama himself said, after being elected, that now the seas have stopped rising. I mean, even Barack Obama said he's a peacemaker. I mean, he even claimed the ability to control the weather. So the Nobel Committee there in Oslo, Norway, those naive idiots over there, they gave Barack Obama the Nobel Peace Prize and the $1 million that goes with it. And now, 3.5 years later, they want it back. So Obama's broken the covenant. He's broken the covenant. And he came out in the media recently and said, look, I've got 3.5 years left of my reign. Come on, folks. You guys that know your Bible, you have got to see something here. You have got to see what's going on here. We're looking at the sixth trumpet blowing up in the news headlines any day now. Any day now. It's blowing now. It's already begun. And we're going to see, before this is over, millions of people will die. That's what's going to happen here. This is the sixth trumpet. We've been talking about this, folks. And if you've been paying attention to PP Simmons, you know that we've been talking about this for years, that this was coming. And now Obama has said, yes, they've crossed the red line. It's all over. It's go time. Are you guys paying attention? Are you guys awake here? This is amazing stuff. And people say, well, the confirmation of the covenant from Daniel 9:27, that has to be a peace agreement between Israel and Palestine. Excuse me? Excuse me? It does not say that. But hear me now. In 2009, Obama confirmed a covenant with the world, in fact. And 3.5 years later, he breaks the covenant. And now the Nobel Prize Committee, they want their prize back. And Obama was in the news, in front of a camera, last week, saying, listen, folks, I've got... So Barack Obama brings the 3.5-year number into the equation here, folks. If you're a student of Bible prophecy, you have got to be amazed by this. But listen, it's on now, folks. It's on. The Syrian thing is amazing. You look at Isaiah 17, verse 1. Let's take a look at it here, shall we? Let's go there. We're in Daniel here now. Let's go to Isaiah 17, verse 1. What does it say? It says, the burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus, which is in Syria, is taken away from being a city. It shall be a ruinous heap. See what's happening there? Damascus is still a city. Damascus still exists. So that prophecy in the Bible still has not been fulfilled yet. It's coming, folks. You can see it in your headlines every day. It's coming. Damascus will fall. Syria is... I feel bad for Syria as a country, because Syria is being used as an end-time battleground there. That's what's happening. Sixth trumpet looks like it's going to play out in Syria. Anyways, keep a close eye on the horizon. Look up. Jesus is coming soon. My name is Mike Shoesmith. You've been listening to PP Simmons Radio, Theater for the Mind.